Coach O was having that conversation with Coach Prime, talking about the number of athletes that wanted to come visit Jackson State either this weekend for homecoming or next weekend at the Southern University game. It had me scratching my head thinking, wait a minute, are we about to see another Travis Hunter, 2, 3, 4, 5, get ready to decide that they want to take their talents to Jackson State instead of going to that PWI, that Power 5 school that they were considering? Guys, you already know when it's homecoming weekend, anything's possible. We're going to talk about it right after this. You know, it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. It's another positive vibe. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and tap on in this thing and get straight to it. Before I go any further, make sure if you haven't done so already, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit that post notification bell, select all, so you get all updates of everything that's coming from Coach Walker of Tomorrow Leader Sports Network. So when those videos hit, you get them firsthand. And not only that, guys, we're on our way to 10K, and without you, there will be no me. So again, I want to say I thank you guys for rocking with me as long as you have been, and we're going to continue to keep taking this thing higher and higher. Salute to all of you out there, and I hope y'all having a great day. But we're going to go ahead and get into this homecoming edition on Jackson State. Everyone knows if your college institution have a live homecoming, you already know what to expect, what you're going to see out there in the yard. Everybody's going to be out there having a good time. They're going to be sharing stories. You're going to see previous athletes that was at the university or college that did some phenomenal things, are still out here doing things in the community, or maybe playing, professional ball somewhere that could give you a little insight, give you a little, give you a helping hand on where you're trying to take yourself as far as your future. But, this is going to be a sellout crowd. You already know the folks going to be there. They're going to come check out Jackson State in this Campbell University game. There's already a lot of chitter-chatter going on right now about who they think going to win this game. And a lot of folks don't have Jackson State winning. Funny. There's a lot of people going against the HBCU, but we'll say that for another conversation. ESPN, you're showing just about all the Jackson State games on your network. You could at least gave them a game day live type scenario at the university to let everybody know, hey, listen, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for, doing the things that you're doing. We appreciate these numbers that y'all putting over here on our network. But no, we're not going to do that. But, it's all well and good because the folks of Mississippi, the folks of Jackson, Mississippi, that is, they're going to make sure that all of those people that come in there, they're going to ingratiate them and let them know that they want them to become a part of the family. And they're going to show them, just how they get down for homecoming. You already know it's going to be something to see. This homecoming here is going to have a lot of coaches out there mad as I don't know what, because they don't want their players going to this daggone homecoming. Kind of like if you was around when Freaknik and Black College Weekend was popping off back in the 90s. Freaknik, you already knew. You ain't want your girl or your guy to go to no daggone Freaknik. You ain't want them to go to Black College Weekend in Daytona Beach because you know what? You was worried about the temptation of somebody trying to steal your girl, somebody trying to steal your guy. And guess what? And you already saw what happened last year, right? Okay, I don't need to say nothing more. That number one guy decided, hey, I'm going to take my talents to Jackson State instead of Florida State. And them folks, they still pissed off about it. I mean, the crazy part about all of this is whether you like Coach Prime or not, the one thing you can't say is that this man don't stand on purpose. He don't stand on integrity. He don't stand on the truth as far as what's going on. It may not be the truth that everybody want to understand and want to believe because you're always going to have the naysayers out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody can be a naysayer. Everybody has an opinion, and I understand all of that. But the crazy thing is, when you got somebody that's out here doing a 60-minute interview trying to let the masses know how behind HBCUs are compared to a big-name high school that's getting the finances coming into that high school, and here you got a college that looks worse than a high school, that should tell you something. Yeah, a lot of these HBCUs may have great facilities right now, but what about those that don't? They're still supposed to sit back and just be behind? Heck no. We need to make sure that that money is being funneled through the way it's supposed to be. And not only that, with all of that being said, you got athletes that's coming in there that's looking at all of this that's going on, seeing that you got a man that's standing here, standing for something. He's working in his purpose. When you find your purpose and you move with your purpose, guess what you got to do? You got to continue to keep moving in the manner of what you're doing. And that's what Coach Prime is doing. He's about trying to make change. And that change is shaking up things so tough for a lot of these coaches out here, they can't stand it. They don't like it. They want him, hey, we got to find a way to get him out the way. Because if he get that ripple effect going so tough to where people really begin to buy in on what he's trying to say and what he's looking to do for HBCUs in general. You already heard Dr. McClellan talk about, hey, man, this man opened up doors for us that have not been opened up for us before. Think about it. How many of your HBCUs out there had apparel deals directly with the company? Nike, Puma, Under Armour, so on and so forth. Tell me, because I'm going to tell you this, a lot of these institutions out there had that deal that was the man sitting next to the man that was sitting next to the man that was sitting next to the man. You know what I mean? Meaning that you got a sliver of what you should have been getting while this person was over here, kick back, getting a big check off you. And, he came and said, hey, it's time to change up how we do business. A lot of folks sat there and looked like, man, here we go again. We stirring up the pot. Well, what you want the man to do? Everybody not just go sit down, lay down, and just roll around and complain about how everything is going down. It ain't happening that way. They're going to say, yo, it's time to make a change. We need to move forward. And the craziest thing is, as he's moving forward with his program, trying to build this thing in the manner which he's doing, not only is he talking about Jackson State, he's talking about everybody. I'll say it again. And the thing what people don't really like is the fact that when you got somebody that's out there talking to the masses and the masses is listening because they understand the message, that's when you start to see things start to move in a different direction. We ain't talking about people out here talking about, oh, I'm going to pledge X, Y, and Z amount of dollars to your institution. Remember one thing, pledge means that they have the intentions on giving you that money, but 9 times out of 10, what they do is they say they're going to give you 20 million, you end up with 200,000, or you might end up with 20,000. Oh, well, we're sorry. We didn't have the money that, could go ahead and facilitate what you needed over there. So we actually took that money, allocated over here, but this is what we have left. We're going to give you that. It's time for us to get out of the habit of just accepting crumbs and just say, hey, we got over. But I'm going to go back to the homecoming thing because now these athletes, they're seeing they got a coach that's willing to stand up for them and say the things that need to be said. And what does that do? That's marketing one-on-one. Not only is he reaching the masses from where he's sitting at with that TV camera in front of him on 60 Minutes, he's letting everybody know, hey, listen, we need your help. Come on in and help us. We're not going to sit here and turn your way. We want your help. And when that happens and you see them winning, what you think gonna happen with all these players? I think Coach O said there's 1,100 players want to come to Jackson State. Think about it. If any other HBCU out there had 1,100 show up for wanting to come to their daggone homecoming or come to a game that's possibly looking at being recruited, drop them comments below. Like I said, I'm not sitting here saying, hey, I'm jockeying. I'm jockeying for Jackson State. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that it's time for us to get off our behinds and do more. We can't sit behind the desk no more and wait. Get out there right now. It's the time. At homecoming, you should be out there networking your tail off. Because one thing for certain is this. When you understand your purpose and you know your truth, you can walk in a room and you can get anyone to listen to what you're talking about. And that is what he's been able to do for eons. He's just that charismatic where he's able to do it. And a lot of folks don't understand it. Or maybe they understand it, or they say, hey, you're a little too cocky. You're a little too overconfident. There's nothing wrong with being cocky or overconfident, as long as you're not out here being a butthole with it. And I don't think that's something he's doing. He's out here letting everybody know, hey, listen, let's get out here together, make this thing work. But I tell you this, Power 5 coaches, y'all get ready, because them athletes that y'all expected to come into your program, they about to about face. They about to turn and go a different direction. Because now they're understanding the fact that they have someone that wants to be a part of what's going on, turning them into young men, being honest with them, being forthright. That's not what's happening with these recruits nowadays. They're being sold dreams, told things that don't quite add up to what's going on. But hey, what I know, I'm just going to sit back, ride the wave, and watch how this thing going to go. All I know is this. It's going to be a great game this weekend. There's going to be a lot of great athletes that's going to be there as well. We're going to see who the next Travis Hunter is going to be. Remember, a year ago, Travis Hunter came to Jackson State's homecoming, and he ain't looked back since. That next Travis Hunter, or the second, the third, the fourth, or the fifth Travis Hunter that might be in that bunch that's coming into Jackson State, oh, guess what? They're going to get them another 4 or 5-star recruit. Book it. It's coming, because y'all already know, hey, I'm giving too much positivity on that. I know folks don't want to hear that. All I can say is this. Early signing period is within the next coming weeks. Trust to believe. There's going to be some coaches out there mad again, just like the good folks over there at Florida State, where they want to change up the rules of how you can recruit. It's getting ready to happen again. Coach Prime going to get another. Salute to all of you that's going to be there at homecoming this week, at Jackson State homecoming this weekend. Be safe out there on the road. Y'all have a good time. But Coach going to get up on out here. But until next time, be the one and lead.